Hello and welcome everyone. It is Monday, June 18th, 2018. Time for Jim Comics top picks for new comic book day this Wednesday, June 20th, 2018. New comic book day, best day of the week. Gotta love it. Christmas every week. As usual, I'll run through all books I'm looking at this week. I'll give you my top covers. I'll give you my top picks, as well as a couple spec books. I've had a few people ask for a few more spec books, so I'm going to give you three this week. I'll give you kind of a current one that came out a few years ago, and then one obviously quite a bit further back. So let me know what you think of that. Anyways, we'll get going with my picks this week. So Boom Studios, only got one from them that I'm looking at, and that's regular show number 1. I'm just getting cover A for that one. That looks kind of interesting, so I'm going to grab that. From DC, Aquaman 37, cover A. That's a really nice cover. I love that cover. I'm not a big Aquaman fan, but that's a gorgeous cover, so had to get that one. Batman 49, cover A. Not a bad cover, but the cover B is really nice. That's an Art Germ cover. That's a nice looking cover, so I'm grabbing both of those. Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman number 5. It's a nice looking cover, and I'm pretty sure there's a new appearance in that too. So there's a new King, Baylor, Evil Eye. I know Baylor's been around, but I think that character's a new character. Not that it's kind of set in mythology, and I don't think I'll ever be doing much in it, but I'm going to grab that one. So Damage number 6 is the next one I'm looking at. Swamp Thing makes an appearance. That's a nice looking cover too. I like that series. That's a good series. Justice League number 2. I'm grabbing cover A. I'm going to grab cover B, as well as there is a cover C, a sketch variant. I think it's a 1 for 100. I'm pretty sure my shop won't have it, and a lot of shops won't. But if you come across that one, try and get that one. That looks like a good one. And there may be something popping up in Justice League number 2, I don't know. But at the end of number 1, that energy from the Source Wall crashed into Earth. So I don't know if that's bringing new supervillains with it or what. But I'm definitely going to check that one out. That looks like a good one. New Challengers number 2. I'm going to grab a copy of that. I'll keep going with that for a couple more issues. It's not bad, but I'll see where it goes. And Man of Steel number 4, going to grab that one as well. That's that 6-issue weekly miniseries with Rogolzar and Superman and Supergirl's in there, and looks like there's going to be a big battle in this issue, so it looks pretty good. That's it for DC. I'm grabbing one from Heavy Metal Magazine. It's Tarna number 2. Both covers are really nice on this. Cover A is it's a nice looking cover. Cover B is kind of the traditional heavy metal flying on the dragon kind of thing, but it looks cool. I'm going to get that. Image Comics, I got 2 from them this week. Gideon Falls number 4 is out. You got your regular cover, and you've also got your variant cover, which they do for those. That's a really good story. I really like that one. Personally, I think that one will get picked up at some point. And one I mentioned a while ago, Analog number 1, it's the C2E2 variant, is out this week. It drops this week. I pre-ordered mine quite a while ago, and look for that one because that's going to be a good one to get, especially with the movie coming out. So look for that one in your shops. That's it from Image, just grabbing those 2 titles. Marvel this week, Amazing Spider-Man 801, grabbing the cover A. I'm going to grab the cover B, which is the Young Guns variant. It's a nice looking cover. As well as cover C, which is the Ramos connecting cover. That's the last one in the... I got all those connecting for that whole run, that Red Goblin run. Avengers number 3, grabbing cover A and cover B for that one. I'm not sure if there's any limiteds for this one, but if there is, I'll try and get one of those too. And next up, I got Infinity Countdown. There's 2 from Infinity Countdown. There's Infinity Countdown Black Widow. There's cover A. There's a cover B. And cover C is a Del Mundo Young Guns variant. It looks kind of nice. Grabbing all those. And Infinity Countdown Champions. There's 2 covers for that as well. There's cover A, which is a Clayton Crane cover. It's a really nice cover. And cover B, which is a Mike Deodato cover. And, you know, there's this whole, this Infinity Countdown run is, there's stuff popping up in there. I know, I'm sure you're all aware now about Requiem showing up, but now there's a link between Thanos and Requiem, so I don't know if Thanos is going to make an appearance in this. Probably not, but you never know. So, anyways, that's those two. Venom #1, the second print comes out this week. I'm going to grab a copy of that. It's a nice looking cover. I love that image from the book. That's a cool looking cover. Weapon H #4 got Man-Thing on the... It's funny that Weapon H is fighting Man-Thing and Damage is fighting Swamp Thing. It's funny how DC and Marvel like to sync up with everything. Anyways, another really good one. There's a ton of those Iron Man covers, and to be honest, I'm a little pissed at Marvel, the way they treated Amazing Spider-Man 800. I'm not even going to grab a single one. The only one I might look at a couple of the limited variants, because it's kind of ridiculous. They've got literally 30 covers out this week for the launch of Iron Man #1, and that's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, Marvel. You're going a little crazy with your variants, and I refuse to buy all your covers and just dish out my paychecks to you. I don't know. Anyways, I will buy some of their books, but I refuse to buy that many. And X-Men Gold #30, I'm not going to grab too many. The only one I'm interested in that is there's a Kirkham Colossus variant. It's a 1 for 50. That's a gorgeous cover. Going to look for that one. Recommend you try and get that one if you can. From Oni, that's it for Marvel. From Oni Press, there's a Rick and Morty Presents Krombopolis Michael #1. I'm looking at cover A. There's 2 covers for that, but I'm only going to grab cover A. And last but not least, Titan Comics, Dark Souls, Age of Fire #2 is out this week. And I'm going to get cover A, which is on the screen, and cover B as well. So those are the books I'm looking at this week. So my top covers this week are, there's some nice covers in there. The X-Men 30, that Kirkham Colossus variant, that's a gorgeous cover. Recommend you get that one if you can. It's a 1 for 50 though, so I already see prices around $100 on eBay. Whether or not people are buying at that, I don't know, but that's a really nice one. Aquaman 37, that cover A, really nice. And there is a Middleton cover B for that. I'm not a big fan of Middleton. I know a lot of people are goo-goo over him, but some of his stuff is nice, but I don't like that cover. But if you're into that, hey, that's a nice cover too. And my third pick this week is Tarna #2. I like cover A. Cover B is a nice cover as well, but I really like cover A. And an honorable mention for covers is that Infinity Countdown Champions cover A, the Clayton Crane cover. That's a nice cover too. So that's it for covers. My top picks this week, it's a little lean this week, but there are a couple good ones. One you really want to try and get if you can is that Analog #1, the C2E2 variant. Highly recommend that one. That's going to be a really good one. That X-Men 30, the Kirkham variant, I really recommend that one. That is a really good one to get if you can. And Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman #5. New King Balor, Evil Eye shows up in that. So try and get that one if you can. It's a nice looking cover too. And an honorable mention for picks this week is Justice League #2, only because there may be new supervillains showing up in that, just because of that, like I say, that energy from the Source Wall crashing to Earth. I don't know if something's coming with it, but take a flip through it, see what's in there, and there may be something showing up in there. So my picks this week, or my spec books this week, I've got, I'm going to give you a recent one. This is Bloodborne #1. That came out in, I want to say February of this year. It's fairly recent, only about 3-4 months ago. I only picked up cover A. I wish I'd picked up more now that I look at it, because it's doing really well. And the print run on this was really low, was under 7,000. I think it was like 6,700, and that's for all 4 covers. There was 4 covers for this, so it's a really low print run. And the average now is around 4,000 a month for the issues. I got #4, the last issue, and I'm going to try and track down 2 and 3. So that's a really good one if you got that. If you got that one, hang on to it. And if you can find that laying around a shop on a shelf, grab it, because prices are jumping on those. And one I mentioned a few months ago in one of my videos, recommended, is Umbrella Academy. It's the free comic book day. It's the first appearance of the Umbrella Academy. Try to get one that doesn't have a stamp, because a lot of shops will put a stamp right on the front, and it really pisses me off when they do that, because it kind of wrecks the book. But if you can find it without the stamp, get it. Price on these is in the $20 range, so they're not too much. But Netflix is doing the series with Umbrella Academy, so that's a good one to get if you can get it. And this is one that I bought as a kid, 1979, ROM Space Knight #1. Price on that is jumped up quite a bit recently, just because there's rumors that there's going to be a movie for ROM Space Knight. But right now it's still a rumor. So if you can find one of those, or if you got one of those, hang on to it. That's a good one to have. And if the movie is confirmed, it'll definitely really jump. So that's a good one. Anyways, that is it this week, folks. A little lighter this week, but there are some good ones in there. Happy hunting on Wednesday, and I will talk to you later in the week before my comic call. Bye for now.